Okay, I think we're set here. Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have one of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, to take a look at our products. You could place an order there. You could sign up to join my team. You could sign up for a workshop. You can also see more information about me. You can see my calendar and the different classes and events I have coming up. So if you would like to join in, you can. If you are in the central New York area, I'd be glad to have you join me. Just reach out to me so I know you're coming, because I always want to make sure I have enough kits made up, before people come for a class or something like that. All right, so thank you so much. This week I'm looking at our Snowbody Better from Stampin' Up! And that's found in our mini catalog, and it's on page 28, $21. You get just the stamp set. It's a stinking cute one. It's really a little bit more wintry than Christmas, although you can mix and match it with other Snowman ones that may have some Christmas in it, or just thinking of you types of things. I did pull in some of the things from some of our other things. The two main ones I've been using, and it's more for like either some of the sentiments and some of the snowflakes, was Snowman Season, Snowflake Wishes. And you can use any of, anyone really that we have. Okay, so on yesterday, on my Facebook page, which is called Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, I did introduce this set, and it doesn't have any papers of its own that come with it. So I've just been kind of using the different papers that we have, like I used which ones did I use? I used Whimsey and Wonder. I used our Heartwarming Hugs. I used some Peaceful Place. Was there anything else I used? I don't think so. Whimsy and Wonder. Did I say that one? Anyway, but there you still could use the gingerbread paper. They just have them all listed here. The Painted Christmas. So you can use whatever you want, really. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. It can be winter. I do have some snowflake paper left from last year, although I have not, that's what I wanted to show you. I have not used any of that at this point, but I probably will before the season's over. So I did want to just show you quickly the cards that I did. Some of them I made ahead of time. Some I showed on some I just had made ahead of time and showed them on my video yesterday, and some I made during the video. But I just wanted to show you. This is kind of like just a stamp, ink, and paper. They a lot of times will challenge us to do something with that, and that's what I did here. I just stamped it. It's kind of monochromatic. You could color it in, which would still be stamp, ink, and paper. If you wanted to step it up a little bit, you could add some bling, some ribbon. Okay, but I just wanted to kind of show that you don't even necessarily have to color these snowmen in, okay, because they are cute, and that's just one way that to do it. Then I use this paper from Peaceful Place that has 4 of these on it, and I had stamped these guys, and I just kind of fussy cut around them and popped them up on there. Your Snow Cool. This one I used the Heartwarming Hugs, and our biggest circle the whole thing fit in there, so I did cut the bird off because I wanted to get most of the snowmen, and then I just popped this piece of DSP up, so it's kind of like a peekaboo window in that sense, although inside isn't. I still didn't put the inside in there. Got to do that. This one is another one, Snowflake Hugs, and okay, and that's just use all blues for the colors on there, and of course orange for the nose. And then this one is using this background paper is from Whimsey and Wonder. That's the back of one of the pieces. This is the back of another piece, and I just kind of wanted to do one in pinks. I did use the shimmery white, but then I decided I wanted even more shimmery, so I added Winkastella to those snowmen. I'm not sure if that shows up at all on camera. It's kind of hard for me to know that, but you know, sometimes if you move it, I'm moving it a little to see if it might for you, but again, it's always hard for me to know. Okay, so those are ones that I made, and you could take a look at yesterday's video to see those. All right, so for today, I made a few up ahead of time to show you. This is one of the DSPs from Peaceful Place. And actually, now that I did this, I realized the way this went, you can barely see it, but I used some of our white velvet paper here to make a snowbank, like snow there, to kind of, because like these trees just go and go and go. And then my sentiment ended up being really big, so it kind of hides it. But anyway, but I don't know how well you can see that. And to cut that, it's from, I should have hit that ready. I kind of forgot I did that. I thought I was going to do another card with it, and then I haven't yet, but I will at some point. Let me just find. That's from Inspired Thoughts Bundle, or the dies themselves are just called Inspiring Canopy. It's this, like actually it's just one long thin, and that's wider so you can see it, but really it does this curved cut here. So you get two curves, you know, this side, and that's what I used for that snowbank. Let me just look quickly. Do I have the other piece here? Probably not, because everything's, when I get doing this stuff, things can be a little bit of a shambles, but anyway, I guess I'm not going to be able to show you that after all. I've been thinking before I started taping, I would have made sure I had that right here where you could see it, but oh well, sorry about that. Anyway, so there's that one, and I just did them in blues, and this Merry Christmas, and that's Misty Moonlight, and then I just used some on the inside. I just used some of the snowflakes, and I'll put the sentiment on when I know who I'm giving that to. This is another background from the Peaceful Place. Okay, and again, I trying to just keep some of the colors the same, and just had mainly the presents give the bows on the presents give the most color in there. And again, I added some snowflakes there. This one I just wanted to do a couple different things with this, and I dropped it, and I don't know where it went. It fell on the floor, and I thought it was right here, and I don't see it. I used one of our what are they called? Like our, I'm so glad that I know what I'm talking about. Here it is. I used one of our stencils. That's what they're called. And I just put this down on the surface I was using, and I put the paper under it, and I just taped that to hold it in place. And then using our, which it also fell on the floor, I think. I don't see it here. Using our blending brush, I started off the paper, and then you just have to be a little careful, because some places like here, these can catch on it. Okay, and I did make it pretty dark, but I could have made it lighter, so you can make it as dark or as light as you want. Okay, so I did that I used Misty Moonlight on Balmy Blue, and then I stamped them, and I used the Misty Moonlight and Balmy Blue to color in there's scarves and hats, and I wanted the red for a pop of color on their presents. There's little snowball presents, and I added some of the red rhinestone basic jewels there. And this is one of our red ribbons. This one is called, if I can find it in English, Double Stitch Satin Ribbon. They have it in different languages, and I always look at the wrong one, of course. And when I did this is I I cut out, and as you can see, it's really to get, if I want most of their bodies, you don't get the snowman, but I mean the bird. If I really wanted them, and I knew this was I was gonna kind of cover some of that up, so you see their faces, and cold hands, warm heart, and again some snowflakes inside, and I just did that kind of a border inside just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to make a card a little bit with this and just kind of show you. I don't know if you can, how well you can see, but behind here is, okay, and the thing is that this is the biggest circle that we have right now in our dies, and this is, they're like layering circles they're called, and that's the largest of the scallop circles, so just to give it a little extra behind there. Okay, so in a little, actually, since I talked about that one last, I'm going to bring this over. This is one of our Whimsey and Wonder. It's that on the back, and I just love this paper. It's mint macaron, some blushing bride, and this is mossy meadow. And I really love that paper. I think it's beautiful. So what I did was, I didn't want you to have to see me coloring, because that does take a little bit of time. It doesn't take long, but you know, it takes a little time, and it seems like I always end up taking longer than I want. So that's why I try to do a little bit of shortcuts with a few things today. And this is kind of an, you know, could go any direction. So that's kind of nice with that paper. So I'm going to put, that's going to be on my front. Now, and then again, I colored them, and I thought about, how do they want them colored? And I decided the greens, just greens, and that's light and dark mint macaron for their scarves and hats. And we don't have blushing bride, but the light flirty flamingo is pretty close to that color. So I'm going to show you on here. Here's our Stampin' cut and emboss machine. And, oh, here it is. Please don't tell me. I was afraid for a second I had it somewhere else. Now, what I do is, I want, you know, like all of their faces, and I just kind of figure, I look at the, up here, I look down there, side to side, think right about there is what I'm going to do. And you can tape it down if you want. Just make sure when I put it down, it didn't move from where I wanted it. Roll that through. Okay. I could have done it ahead of time, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of how I line it up, I guess is what's the best way to say it. Okay, so there's that. And I could have put, you know, some pink in their scarves. Maybe I'll do another one and do some pink in that at some point. And then here's the next, and again, it's just a very little bit of it will show, but I just thought it was be nice to just, you know, have a little bit more definition between those. So just gonna now. And then I just try and, there. And I'm going to pop this up. And so I like to use a fair amount of, here I put in the middle, and then kind of around here, put a fair number on. You know, everybody is different with how much they put on. But, so whatever you're comfortable with. The other thing you could do is, we have, comes in like, what are these called? Foam adhesive sheets. And that you can cut out, these you can cut out letters or shapes with those if you want. So you could even cut the shape out with the things on and then take it off. Or you could just, you know, cut it down a little bit. It could even be a square under there. It doesn't have to be a circle necessarily, but whatever you're comfortable with. Now, I'm going to put them right there. And I would have liked it if we did have some circles a little bigger, because I would have liked a little more of the green showing around there, but it's okay. It's not bad. If you wanted to do something like this too, you could also, you know, I could have made like maybe just a square just a little bit bigger than that, you know, or if you have something else, is this any, I just thought this is here. Nope, that's about the same size. But if you had something round, you know, that was a little bigger, you could also, it wouldn't be scalloped, but you could also do that and cut it by hand, fussy cut it. Okay, so there's that. And for this, what do I have here? Wait a minute. Sorry, my computer's, I just want to make sure my computer's okay. It just kind of went out on me. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, I think everything's okay. My phone looks like it's still going, so good. Yay! I can't always tell. I'm trying to look at it. Now this, I just want to see here what I got. Should have thought of this before. This is Blushing Bride. It's a Grow Green. I almost feel like this is a little too rustic for this. But if you wanted, you could, you know, make a bow of this. If I can get it around here, I hadn't really thought about it. I should have thought a little more about this. You know, that could go, well, actually, it's not bad because it's the color. That's why. That, you could also either do this, and it could either be just white like this. I can get a hold of it here, which may not, probably not going to show up that well, but you also can color these. So I didn't think ahead that I might want a bow with this until I'm doing it. But see, that could go there. And let me just see if I use, I can find the colors here. This is the Flirty Flamingo. Where's my, I want some, yep, it was here. Wait a second. I always have scrap paper, and then when I want it, I can never see it. Anyway, so let me just see how I like this. This is, the light is usually too light, so I'm going to, I want this other end. And I just put it on the paper, and then, and it could be a bow, it could be a knot. You know, you don't have to always have a bow. Knots can be kind of cool too. And I usually, now obviously if I'm doing a bow, I have to color more than this, but I just want to see, is this color more what I would want here? Maybe it looks almost, let me try the lighter one. A lot of times the lighter one is too light, but let me just see if I can make bows out of these, whether I, bows or knots to use later, even if I don't use them on this one. There, that one's lighter. Is that any better? It might be. It looks almost orangey, doesn't it? Anyway, I don't think I'm going to use that. This, although it's kind of close, let me see how close is it to this. Oh, it might work. It might work. Anyway, I don't know that I'm going to do any of that, but I just kind of I did want to show you, you know, some options with that. Okay. Now, okay. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I think that's silver on there. It's hard sometimes to get the right color. This, the other thing you could do if you want, because you don't have like pink, but, although actually, wait, you know what, there's a couple things here. Let me just look. The champagne is kind of a magic thing. Sometimes it looks, see, it can look yellow, but also sometimes it can look pink, especially if there's pink near it. So let me just see if I put the champagne. I don't see my, I'm sure it's right here under my, because I just had it earlier, my take your pick tool. So it's got that. Let me just see. It looks a little bit yellowy, but compared, it does match that. So I could even do like this. 1, 2. Let's see where I want the next one. Maybe just right here. I don't really want them right next to the berries because they do clash with it a little. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll put them right. Actually, here's where I'll put it, right, if I can get a hold of it, right there. And I may move those. Do I want bigger one? I want something a little bigger. I have a bigger one. Do I like that any better? One, I think maybe that one. No, I don't like it's in the wrong spot. I'm going to put that one right there. There, there, and there. I can maybe put a couple more of the little ones around if I want. I have to play with that later. And let me just see if I really want, I might like this bow after all, so let me just see. Oop. And I could put the bow here, or I could put it over here. Let me just see though. See, it's kind of, there. I kind of like it over here maybe. I don't know. It's kind of big. I don't know if I really like that. It goes with the colors, but I don't know. I don't think I like it. I think it's a little too much. Let me just look at this one more time. I can do a knot. Let's see. I'll get to the later one, but still get a better idea. I didn't really, as you can tell, I didn't think through the part about if I wanted a bow or whatever here. I think it's almost too much. Let me just try the knot. I think that's what I'm going to try that. There. Oh, I think I like that better. And that can maybe go right. I think I'm going to put that, have that be right here. See, I like that better. The bow was too much. That's what the problem was. So I just will put it on with a glue dot. And get a hold of it there. Anyway, I may put another glue dot down to hold that. Here, wait. Let me just see. Can I get that better? Maybe I'll trim that down a little. So there's that. Actually, there's that. That's not bad. Okay. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So I get creating here. Sometimes I can't. The other thing you could do would be also to color these using the blends, because you can't use just a regular marker because it'll just wash right off. But the blends, let me just try it one here. Maybe I'll end up liking that color better. Who knows? The blends. I do think I like that a little better. Where's this? But anyway, so I will do that a little. I'll play with that a little later. But I think I like that better. See, it's because it's a little pinker. So I think that's what I'll end up doing. And when I put, there will be some stills on. At the end of the week on my Facebook page, I always do stills, photographs of what I did all week. And usually there is a, there's like a thumbnail, they call it, that has a still of the of the cards I make tonight. So I will try and get that done so I can add that. I'm running behind today. So now this is from the Heartfelt Hugs, and I really wanted to use it, and what I did was I stamped them, and then I colored them, and again I used the green mostly for and the red on their packages. I could have mixed it up a little more, but I just wanted that. And when I put it down, seemed like a lot, so I just backed it with and just kind of fussy cut around again. I maybe should, after I got it down there, I thought, well, maybe I want it a little wider, but you know, you have to start. If it's too wide around, it's not going to look right. And I thought, wow, I don't know that I like that. So then I said, what does it look this way? And to me, that was a little bit better. So I decided that's how I'm going to do this one. And I just wanted to kind of show you, you don't necessarily, you know, you can mix and match, do whatever you want. You don't have to do like many of the original ones I did first ones I did were more outdoor ones. Okay. Or the other thing I could do here, if I brought them over just to kind of look at, is if I wanted, I could even just have like a little, you know, just big enough for that, and then show that with that on there. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pop these guys up too. I do like to pop things up. I don't always, but do that. But I just felt it would give this a little more definition. Oh, I better put one more here, I think. Anyway, I'm always thinking it's gonna, like, especially if I end up mailing it, obviously might cost a little more. A lot of times it doesn't though. And I'm just always thinking it's gonna like cave in if I don't have enough. There, that's good. Oh, I didn't put a greeting on the other. I was so thinking about everything else. This one, I actually think I do want something. You know what, how would it look? I didn't do it. Now I should have done this first because I'm not thinking. I put a bow or a ribbon around. I think I am going to try that. See if I can lift. Sometimes I can lift this back up if I'm gentle. Oh yeah, I can do that. And slide this, I think, right about there. Okay. And then just, I did put that on. Okay. And I just trim this there. Now, usually you do this before you put everything on, but I'm going to see if I can lift this up. Here's here. Slide this under here because I just need to get that right there up just enough to put this, and I'm going to put a little, right here. I'm going to put a little bit of this on it to help it stick where I want it. Oh, and I pulled that out from underneath there. Maybe I didn't need to. All right, I'll play around with that part again. Does it slide? It must slide under there. There! Oh my gosh, I didn't even need to bring that up. Okay. Oh, if I got this upside down, I gotta do it this way. Which I can. There. Okay, this has to go of where I've got the sticky. As I said, it would have been easier if I thought about it before I put it down, but oh well, here we go. I can do this. Maybe. It just was in there. Come on. There. Okay. Hopefully this all. I don't know what's going on. Computer is having issues, I guess, tonight. But as long as my phone keeps recording, we should be okay. And that was maybe a little longer than it should have been, but hey, see if I can get this up just long enough to push that under. Oh, yeah, and then it wants to come back out. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, we're close to half an hour now, so I'm going to try and get this. Okay, there's that. And actually, I think I'm going to put this over on this side, but a little, I don't know if I want a knot or a bow here. See, I do this, and if the bow's too much, then I'll put a knot there. You could just leave it, just the ribbon without either. You can leave the ribbon without either. Here I am, I'm realizing sometimes, I realized it yesterday when I was listening to my replay, it's like, oh my gosh, sometimes I'm like trying to talk to you guys, but don't realize it. It's like I'm almost talking to myself, and my voice drops, and it's hard to hear. And I'm like, Sonia, you got to pay more attention. So I apologize for doing that. Okay, so here's that bow. Here, there. I think it's a little crooked, but there, like that, there. All right, there's that. And then I was thinking I would, so what do I want to say for my sentiment? Let me bring this back and put a sentiment on that. Let me see. You're snow cool. There's that. Snowflake hugs. Actually, I think I'm going to do Snowflake hugs just because I like the size of the... And I'm going to do that in... I'm going to do that in the old olive, but we'll see. Sometimes if I'm not sure, this is what I'll do. I'll do... Oh, I messed it up a little, of course. Let me try it again. I rocked it. Didn't mean to. It like kind of... That's a little better. I have it down a little maybe. So sometimes I'll do that, but I'm not sure. And so I just wanted to show you. And then on the other side, I'll do it because the other color obviously would be red. A little messy. I always seem to have some difficulty with this stamp set. I don't know. Do that right there. And this one, just get it. Hope I got that crooked. Okay, and then I was going to put it on the green. Snowflake hugs, or do I like, actually, this is a little too long. There. So then I'm just going to, not the best, I don't cut the straightest, but so put that there, and I can do Snowflake hugs. I think I like it better in the red. Yeah, I like that better in the red, but I think I'm going to try and re-stamp it since it didn't stamp so well for me that first time. So let's try again. And these are the kinds of things I do when I'm creating, just because sometimes we're not sure until we get going exactly, you know, like what we do on. That's a little crooked. I'm going to try and straighten it. There. All right, so let me just, where's my, here. And obviously you can always do it in black too. I just felt because of those colors, and I'm just gonna kind of see if I can go on either side of that. Have that be kind of flat there. Snowflake Hugs. Let me try this one more. I may need to play with that a little bit. So it seems okay. That, and I think I'm going to do the red rhinestone jewels on here. These are small ones. The holiday ones are bigger. So, you know, if this looks too little, these seem to be kind of too small. I can always put those instead, but one, I mean, do I don't know. I don't think I like that one over there. There, I think I'm just going to do that. So there we go. And later I'll do the inside. For this one, what my thought was to use this as the background and get some more white. And what do we have here? I might do Warm Winter Wishes. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try that one. This is maybe a little wider than it needs to, you know, do it on here. And I was thinking the Macaron, but again, actually, I think I want to do this. If I don't like it, then I'll go back to the other. I wanted it thinner than that, so I'm gonna think I can just get it on here. Yep. And I think I am, even though it's so tiny, part of it's because I want to be able to ta-da! I did it. A little more. There's that. And so I'm going to do this and then trim around it because it'll be easier. Did about the same. And then this one first. That's pretty good. And this one, that's a little, got a little too much, but we'll see here. There we go. Oh, I got the wrong color for all of that. That's for the other. Can I get this off here? Oh, no, I'm messing it up. Oh, good grief. Well, anyway, it'll be on this color, Warm Winter Wishes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Here, wait, maybe I'll do, because I messed that up. So I don't want to take all your time watching me stamp this and put this together, but except it will be the other color. Okay. It'll be the other color. So there we go. Here's, can I clear the decks here? Because I know it's been, try to keep it close to half an hour. I know it's more like 40 minutes. So these are the ones that, you know, I just made with you. And I'll fix it and put them on, have them fixed for the stills, for the the thumbnail. There. But just so you can kind of take one last look. All right. Oh. So, okay. Thank you so much for watching. On my Stamping Around the Dining Room Table is my Facebook page. On Friday, I will be there at 1:45 doing a fun fold with using the Snowman. Okay, so if you're available, you can come and join me while I'm live. Otherwise, you can even watch it later, and you're always welcome. If you like this video today, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Okay, so any comments, anything you think I can help you with, you can leave a little comment, question, or whatever in the comment, and I'll do my best to answer you. Okay, thank you so much again, and until we meet next time, happy crafting. Bye bye, everyone.